Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm the Gen Z dad. And if you're thinking about becoming a dad, today I'm going to discuss a few things that you should know about before you actually take that step. The first thing that you need to know is that the dynamic between you and your wife will certainly change. There is no going back to the previous dynamic that you had with your wife from before the child that you do now have. It's not always for the negative. You can't think of it that way. It's just simply different. And what I mean by that is because your emotional bandwidth is only so long, some of that emotion, of course, will go into your child's. So you have to remember that your wife is also going through the same thing. So what does this mean for you? Well, what it means is the intimacy time that you used to have is going to be dramatically reduced. And that just goes back to the bandwidth. You're not going to have that energy that you used to have and the time. Your mind will be elsewhere. You're still coming to grips with your new reality. So you need to know that for a period of time, the intimacy will be removed. You can still do what you can and be supportive of your wife and still take care of her needs, of course, and even assert yourself to an extent to let her know that you're there for her. That will go a long way for sure. But of course, let her do what she needs to do because she's going to be going through it more than you. So keep that in mind. That is something that you have to know and you have to accept it. But it will get better as you guys get a grips with everything. You start to get into a groove. You start to get more sleep. That will come back. The next thing I want to discuss with you is the lack of sleep and how truly that actually affects you. I didn't realize this and nobody really told me this. Everybody says, well, good luck to this, you're never going to sleep again and all yada yada. But you don't really realize just how much it affects you, the lack of sleep for such an extended period of time. You do become more edgy. It is harder to filter your thoughts and have a clear mind. You essentially need to take space when you need it. Tap your partner in to help with your child when need be. And you need to take the naps and all of the sleep that you can take when you can. It will be difficult if you are going back to work pretty quickly. I was lucky enough to not have to go back for a couple of weeks, but it's going to be difficult. If you think that what you're saying might not be very nice or it might be offensive, just simply don't say it at all. It's best to just say as little as possible than to mess up and mistakenly say something that would set something off, especially because you're not going to be in the right state of mind for a little while. So remember that. The lack of sleep is very difficult. There's nothing you can really do besides get the sleep when you can and to really watch your thoughts, watch what you say, and be respectful at the end of the day, even if you don't feel that is easy. It's not easy, but you have to do it. Your wife will thank you later. Your relationship will be better off if you could just try to stay respectful in all moments. The third thing I want to discuss is your time isn't your time anymore. And especially in the beginning, the first 8 weeks or so, you don't really have time for anything for yourself. It's you wake up, you take care of the child, and you go to work. That's pretty much it. And you also have to help your wife a lot. There's a lot of things that she needs you for, and you need to step up and do it. She will appreciate it. She will thank you. It might not be in the moment, but just do it. Be the man that your wife needs you to be. After those 8 weeks or so, it may be a little bit longer. It was about 8 weeks from my perspective and from my experience. You can slowly start to incorporate more personal time. Most likely it's going to be before work, because if you're going to take anyone's time, you might as well take your own and nobody else's, especially if you're going to be spending time with your family. You don't want that to be lessened because of anything. So what I do is before work, any activities that I want to take care of, I'll do a workout or I'll do some reading, anything that I can for my own personal mental well-being to take care of myself, because you do need to take care of yourself at the end of the day. If you want to be the best for somebody else, you got to be on point with yourself. And this will all, like I said, it gets easier as you get into a groove of things. And the last thing is there will be mental battles that you experience within yourself. Some people, it's more than others. For me, it's not something I typically talk about too much, but it's just feeling like you're not doing enough when you're doing everything that you can, or it's you're not doing things right even though you're really trying to, and there's always something that might not quite be working for just with the dynamic of your relationship or however you're going about taking care of your kid. That's difficult. It's hard, and it was hard for a while. The first couple of months, even up to about month 3 is when I really started to figure out what I needed to do. And what really helped me out with all of that, all the mental, is just doing everything that I know that I can to be the best dad and husband. So whether it's taking care of all the chores, as many chores as possible. I like to cook for our family, so I'll usually do the cooking. That's fun for me. Find the chores that you like to do and just do them. You just do it, and then it becomes second nature, and it's not so hard. So I like to keep the house clean. I like to do all of that. I find that's also a bit of a mental break because you're essentially on autopilot, so it gives you time to just think and debrief a little bit. So try to take advantage of that the best you can. And if you have a commute to work, definitely throw on your favorite song, your favorite music, your favorite podcast, and just zone out for a bit. It will really help you out a lot. So take that time to really reset yourself, get your mental well-being taken care of, because you need to take care of yourself, even though you're kind of the last priority when it comes to these types of things. It's the baby's well-being, it's your wife's well-being, and sometimes you still have yours, but it's not as thought of. So think about that. Do what you gotta do. So these are all just my thoughts and opinions. Hopefully you learned something. I'd love to hear your experiences, if you're going through the same thing, or if you did, or what might have worked for you. Let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next video.